Welcome to the channel, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by today live with Yolanel. I am so happy that you guys stopped by. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. Subscribe to the channel. Come on this journey with me. God bless you so much, so much. I hope you guys are having a blessed and beautiful and wonderful day. I am having a beautiful and wonderful day. All right, God bless you. Let's get into the topic. I'm really excited today. Today I want to talk about learning to shut your mouth. It may sound like real mundane, but you know, in life sometimes, when you have a plan and you have, like, God gave you a word, He gave you something to do, whatever you're doing in your life, you just have to learn to shut your mouth sometimes. You have to learn to shut your mouth. You can't let people know what you're doing. You can't let people know what you're doing, because if people do not know what you're doing, they can't ruin anything, they can't stop anything, they can't do anything to you. So my advice and my encouragement today to you is learn to shut your mouth. Walk and move in silence. Walk and move in silence. Do what you have to do and do it in silence. You don't owe anybody an explanation in your life as to what you're doing, because sometimes in life, right? You might be getting married, open up a new business, going back to school, whatever it is you chose to do in your life. It's your business. Remember, that's your business. And nobody has a right to know your business unless you tell them. So here I am today encouraging you. I, in my life, have learned to shut my mouth. It wasn't always like that, because the reason why I can tell you this is that it's from experience. Whenever you are going through certain things, like something, you have a plan in your life to do certain things, open a business, as I said before, go back to school, your kids doing something, your husband doing something, or you have a happy home, and whatever it is you have, learn to shut your mouth. It's nobody's business, right? If it's a plan, pattern your plan, pattern your idea in your head, so that nobody would be able to take it from you. Write down the date that God gave it to you, because sometimes you have these plans in your head, and what happens is that you've been waiting on the Lord for so long. As I said before in a previous video, that anytime that God blesses you, it's not that sometimes it comes right away. It comes from patiently waiting year after year after year, and it takes sometimes such a long time to manifest, right? But whenever you go ahead and you come up, God gave you an idea, you come up with an idea, or your family come up with an idea, whatever it is you're doing in your life, and you shut your mouth, there is nothing that people can do. They cannot stop you. They cannot block you. They cannot take your idea. They cannot talk you out of it. You ever notice that sometimes when you have a really good idea or plan, whatever you have in your life, and you would go and talk to somebody about it, what's the first thing some of them would do? They would steal your idea. They would steal your idea, or they talk you out of your dream and telling you, oh, that's not a good idea, and make you feel less than and feel like, oh, maybe it's not a bad idea. Down the road after a little bit, you see that same person is doing exactly what you thought you were doing. And you look at them and they be like, oh, well, that's my idea. They will tell you it's their idea. They will do things to you to stop you, to block you, to do, talk about you, say things, put you down. Whatever it is, just learn to be quiet in life. Move quietly. Get your business straight. Once it's done, it's nothing anybody else can do. I have learned to do that. Buy a house in peace. Say nothing. Sell your house in peace. That's us. And move on. Don't say anything. Whenever you hear me say something, it's when it's been done. And God answer prayers and you move on in your life. Learn to shut your mouth. Do not give anybody anything to talk about. That is what I'm here today encouraging you to do, Learn to shut your mouth, right? Get your ideas, walk in silence, If you know that you have an idea and you're going to talk to somebody about it, think about what it is I'm saying. Hey, come from 1 to 10 and shut your mouth. Come from 1 to 10 and shut your mouth. Say nothing. Oftentimes when stuff happen and people come at you and block you, stop you, do all these different things, it doesn't be strangers. Because sometimes you go, you want to go tell a friend, a family member, a neighbor, you come up with all these ideas and you're excited, and then all of a sudden you realize, like, they're not excited for me, but this is a good plan. It is a good plan. It is a good idea. But because other people cannot think for themselves, you know, sometimes, right? Some people cannot think for themselves. What they can do is steal other people's idea. Talk you out of your stuff. That's what I'm talking about, the negative stuff. And people come sometimes and do stuff. You know what I'm talking about, the other stuff. Block you, stop you, interfere with you moving on in your life. Don't do that. Don't give that to people. Do not give people that kind of power over you, right? You ever notice sometimes you're standing and you're talking with somebody and they have 100 questions for you. And sometimes you'll be like, all I said to this person was hello. And then all of a sudden they have all these questions. And another thing too is sometimes you might be talking to a family member, a friend or somebody, and you might say something to them. Innocently just mention something to them. Anytime you hear they come back asking you, oh, remember the other day you said such and such to me? Ask them why. Don't answer them. Don't give them information. Because you realize what you said, they thought about it, they think about it, so they want the information now to come and work against you. Be careful. Watch what you do. Watch what you do. To the word is just shut your mouth. Learn to shut your mouth. Do not talk your business with anybody. Move in silence. Everybody has somebody that they had said something to already in their life, where people turn around, tell them it's not a good idea, tell them they're crazy, and as soon as you turn around, probably a few months down the road, that same person has your idea, or when you look, you see they go and they tell it to somebody else, and the person, somebody take it and go. People are not dreamers. A lot of people are not dreamers. You know, they don't know how to dream, how to put a plan together. You get your plan together and you execute your plan. You learn to shut your mouth in this life and walk quietly and say nothing. I have learned that in my life. Buying house, selling house, minding your business, doing your business, whatever it is you're doing. You're going out there and you're doing what you do in this life, and you learn to zip it. You learn not to say nothing. Don't give people anything to talk about. Alright? So I'm here today just stopping by and telling you, Lord, just shut your mouth. Walk in silence and trust God. Execute your plan and get it together. So when people see you do it, then you could talk. But don't ever tell them exactly how you do it. Save that for another time. Alright? God bless you today. And until we meet again, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you guys for subscribing and commenting. I really do enjoy interacting with you. Alright? God bless you. Until we meet again, have yourself a blessed and wonderful day. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you.